All right, DJ, let's start with a number of guys back on the ice today, and probably the biggest one was Josh Norris transitioning from yellow jersey to regular player jersey.
Yeah, it's just to get him in some more drills, but he's not cleared to play at this point. He won't travel with us, but he's inching closer to possibly playing, but it's not in the near future.
Tyler Mott and JBD also out in regular jerseys, and just an update on where they're at.
Motter would be possibly available tomorrow. We'll see how he feels. JBD, that's first real practice for him, coming off the high ankle there. So we'll see how he feels, but not ready to play yet.
Can we talk about the depth that he brings, having Mott back in the lineup?
Well, yeah, he can play in all situations. He can play last minutes. He can play up the lineup. Clearly, a veteran guy that's been around. Guys did a nice job filling in, but he gets paid to check, and he's a good one, and he's a good checker.
Despite all this, what clicks for your team right now?
They're feeling good, obviously, but you get a couple wins and that happens. But we're committing a lot more to defense. Not so much early last game, but we're committing a lot more in realizing exactly how you have to win and finding ways to win. And clearly the goaltending's been great.
When you look at Detroit and the opposition that they represent, they, like you, suffering a lot of injuries right now, and they are also a team that relies on two or three important players.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of teams go through it. And if they haven't gone through it, they probably will go through it. Unfortunate for us, it's continue. It seems to be down the middle of the ice, but it happens to everyone, and you have to find ways. Like every night, anyone could beat anyone. They're a team that's beaten a lot of good teams. They come out to a real good start, but we're just going to try and go in there and get ourselves a win.
Coach, back-to-back division games here and riding a 3-game win streak. How do you carry that momentum into this upcoming road trip?
Well, we know we got 5 games till Christmas, and we're going to push as hard as we can, and everything is talked about is about just getting in the pack. There's a lot of games left, and we just want to scratch and claw and get as many points as we can.
Have you decided how you want to use your goalies this weekend?
We'll talk to the guys when we get back in here as to who's going to go, but clearly one will go and one will play the one game and one will go the other game.
Can we talk about this series, about Detroit, the 3 games, the next 9, how important it is for you to climb the ladder and all that stuff?
I think every game's important, to be honest. I mean, but you're not against Detroit. You're against your whole conference. So every game's important, whether it's Detroit. I mean, there's some that are rivalries more than others. Be it Montreal or Toronto or Detroit and us both being young teams that are kind of coming on. But every game's important. Detroit, the Minnesota game, the Winnipeg game. We got to get as many points as we can.